Hello guys, welcome back to Pharmacy Made Easy. Today we are going through some calculations related to our pharmacy field. This will be helpful for both theory exams as well as for various competitive exams like DHA, MOH, etc. Because for my DHA exam, about 20 to 25% of the questions were from this calculation part. So when we are going through a calculation or problem, we should handle it very carefully because in some cases the question may look like very long, like a paragraph, a long paragraph, but we can reach the answer very easily. So it is very important to go through the question or read the full question carefully. Not only the question but also the options. We have to consider the option because in case of multiple choice questions there will be 4 or 5 options will be provided. In some cases we can choose the correct answer from that options by using some probabilities. And I think it is very easy to score the marks from calculation part if we study and practice properly. In today's video, we can go through some pharmaceutical calculations and we can learn together. So here we start. Now let's see the first question. 5 ml of injection have concentration 0.4%. Calculate the amount of drug. Option A 0.2 milligram, option B 2 milligram, option C 200 milligram, option D 2000 milligram, and option E 20 milligram. When we are seeing such a question, we have to careful about the unit. Like if the questions may be in gram and we have to find out the answer in milligram. So there are some conversions. So we have to consider that thing when we are answering such questions. Otherwise, by some points or in conversion, if just one mistake can cause the loss of your marks. Okay, so please remember the conversion of kilogram, milligram into gram, like that. So here we can see the answer. So before that, once again I'm reading the question. 5 ml of injection have concentration 0.4%. Calculate the amount of drug. So here the percentage is 0.5% concentration. So 0.5% concentration means 0.4 gram in 100 ml. So 0.4% means 0.4 gram 100 ml of solution. So in 100 ml solution there is 0.4 gram. So we have to find out in 5 ml of the solution how much drug is present. So 0.4 gram drug will be present in 100 ml solution and we can assume x gram of drug will be there in 5 ml of solution. So the value of x can be found out by cross multiplication. X will be equal to 5 into 0.4 divided by 100 and the answer is 0.02 gram. But if we see the options are all in milligram. So as I said earlier, we have to convert gram into milligram. For that we have to multiply the answer which is in gram with 1000. So 0.02 gram into 1000. So that will be equal to 20 milligram. So that's why I said you have to very conscious about the units that's given in the question and also in the option. If it is not the same, you have to convert. Here the answer is 20 milligram. So 100 ml solution contain 0.4 gram drug. So 5 ml solution contain 20 milligram of drug. So 5 ml of the injection, that concentration 0.4 percentage. So calculate the amount of drug, and the correct option is option E, that is 20 milligram. Now let's see the second question. Drug aminophylline, which contain 80% theophylline, in 500 ml solution have half-life of 6 hours. Find out the concentration of theophylline after 1 day. Option A 5%, option B 10%, option C 2.5%, option D 12.5%. So from the question we can find out main points like aminophylline contain 80% theophylline, and its half-life is 6 hours. So we have to find out the concentration of theophylline after 1 day. So 1 day means 24 hours. Okay, so half-life is 6 hours. We have to find out the concentration after 24 hours. So T-half of aminophylline is 6 hours. So as I said earlier, 1 day means 24 hours. So that will be equal to 4 half-lives of theophylline. Okay, so the first theophylline concentration is 80%. So half-life means it's the time taken for reducing its concentration to half of its initial concentration. So after 1 day there will be 4 half-lives. So after first half-life, 80% will be convert or reduce into 40%, and after second half-life, 40% will be reduced to 20%. After third half-life, this 20% will be reduced to its half, that is 10%. And after 4 half-life, that means after 24 hours, that's after 1 day, the theophylline concentration will reduce to 5%, that is half of 10%, that is 5%. So after 1 day, that is 24 hours or 4 half-life, the concentration of theophylline will be 5%. So here the question, drug aminophylline which contain 80% theophylline in 500 ml solution, half-life of 6 hours. What is the concentration of theophylline after 1 day? So the option is correct option A, 5%. I hope this was clear for you, and if you have any doubts, please comment it below. It's all about the second question. So now let's move to our third calculation. Drug A taken IV and drug B taken orally. The AUC, area under curve of drug A is equal to 300 and AUC of B is equal to 225. What is the bioavailability of the drug? Option A 85%, option B 90%, option C 75% and option D 80%. So from the question it's clear that drug A taken IV and its area under curve or AUC is 300 and drug B taken orally and its AUC is 225. So we have to find out the bioavailability. So there is an equation to find out the bioavailability. Bioavailability is equal to AUC oral divided by AUC IV into 100. Here the AUC oral, that is of drug B, is 225 and AUC of drug A, which is taken by IV, that is equal to 300. So AUC oral by AUC IV into 100, that is equal to 225 divided by 300 into 100, and the answer is 75%. So here you have to remember the equation. Bioavailability is equal to AUC oral divided by AUC IV into 100. So here the correct answer is option C, 75%. So that's about third question. Now let's see the fourth question. A patient takes levofloxacin 250 mg per ml. The pharmacist have levofloxacin injection 500 mg per 20 ml. The concentration needs to be dilated for patient. Which of the following concentration is more accurate? Option A 10 ml, option B 15 ml, option C 7.5 ml, and option D 5 ml. So patient have to take levofloxacin 250 mg per ml, and pharmacist have the injection of levofloxacin which contain 500 mg per 20 ml injection. So we have to find out the concentration which is more accurate for dilution. Okay. So from the question, 500 mg present in 20 ml of injection. So we need, or the patient need, 250 mg drug. So the pharmacist have 500 mg in 20 ml injection. So the patient need 250 mg. So that will be present in X ml of injection. So like the first question, here also we can apply the principle of cross multiplication. The value of X can be find out by cross multiplying 250 into 20 divided by 500, which is equal to 10 ml. So here the correct option is option A, 10 ml. Now let's see the fifth question. Patient takes dose 20 mg per kilogram per day. What is the dose if patient weighs 60 pound? Option A 675 mg per day. Option B 545 mg per day. Option C 120 mg per day, and option D 480 mg per day. So here the patient takes his dose is 20 mg per kilogram per day. So the question is, if the patient weighs 60 pound, so then what will be the dose? So here the dose, first it is given per kilogram, but we have to found out for 60 pounds. So we have to convert pound and kilogram. Okay. So 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pound or lb. So this point you should remember that 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pound. So 20 milligram drug is present in 1 kilogram. Okay. So that is present in 2.2 pounds. Because 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pound. So 20 milligram drug in 2.2 pound patient. So X milligram drug will be present in 60 pounds. So 20 milligram drug in 2.2 pound and X milligram drug in 60 lb, and the answer can be found out by simple cross multiplication. X will be equal to 60 into 20 divided by 2.2, and the answer will be 545.45 milligram per day. And the options are all in milligram, and the question was also in milligram. So much more conversion is not required. Only one conversion is we have to convert the kilogram into pound, and for that 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pound. You have to memorize that point. Okay, so here the option is, correct option is option B, 545 milligram per day. Now Coming to the sixth question, how many gram of water added to 5% potassium chloride solution to make 180 gram of solution in weight? Option A 171 gram, option B 180 gram, option C 185 gram, and option D 250 gram. So we have to find out the quantity of water to be added to this KCl solution, that is 5% KCl solution, to make 180 gram of solution. Okay, so 5% KCl solution, that means 5 gram KCl in 100 gram water. So x gram KCl will be present in 180 gram, because we have to find out how much quantity is present in 180 gram solution. So 5 gram KCl in 100 gram water. So x gram KCl in 180 gram water. So x will be equal to 5 into 180 divided by 100. Here also simple cross multiplication. So the answer will be 9 gram. But here the question is how many gram of water to be added to make 180 gram. So here this 9 gram means 9 gram KCl in potassium, or 9 gram potassium chloride in 180 gram water. We have to find out how many water to be added. For that we have to subtract this 9 from the total quantity, that is 180. So the answer will be 180 minus 9, that will be equal to 171 gram water to be added to make 180 gram solution. So as I said before, we have to read the question very thoroughly, because it's very important, otherwise you will make a lot of mistakes. And if we understood the question very easily, it's very easy to score. So here the correct option is option A, 171 gram of solution or water is required to make 180 gram of solution. Now let's see the seventh question. Prescription for a child contain Omeprazol syrup 10 mg per ml twice daily for a week. You have Omeprazol capsule 20 mg in your pharmacy. How many capsules are needed to prepare solution with concentration 2 mg per ml? Option A 10 capsule, option B 12 capsule, option C 7 capsule, and option D 20 capsule. So the child or the prescription contain Omeprazol syrup with dose 10 mg per ml twice daily for a week. So in a week the child have to take twice daily 10 mg per ml. Okay, so one day the dose will be 10 into 2 times, that's equal to 20 mg per daily. So this has to be continued for a week. So in a week there are 7 days. So one day 20 mg, for 1 week 20 into 7, that's equal to 140 mg drug required for 1 week. And in the pharmacy there is Omeprazol capsule 20 mg is available. Okay, so in 1 capsule 20 mg drug is present. So what we require is 140 mg drug. So for 140 mg drug we can assume X capsule is required. So like earlier problems, here also we can apply the basic simple principle of cross multiplication. So X will be equal to 140 into 1 divided by 20, that is equal to 7 capsules. Okay, so as I said before, this question is little bit big, but the answer is very easy to find out, because we have to calculate the total dose required for a week, and then we have to calculate how much capsule is required to fulfill that dose. So if 1 capsule contains 20 mg, we need X capsule for 140 milligram of drug. So X will be equal to 140 divided by 20, that's equal to 7 capsule. That is why I said you have to go through the questions very thoroughly. So here the option or correct answer is option C, 7 capsules. Now question number 8. Man with 40 years of age and 80 kilogram weight have serum creatinine level of 0.5 milligram per deciliter. Find out creatinine clearance in milligram per ml. Option A 222, option B 232, option C 189 and option D 240. So we have to find out the creatinine clearance level. So there is an equation for finding out the creatinine clearance, and the equation is different for male and female. So here the question is about a man with 40 years of age with 80 kilogram weight and serum creatinine level 0.5 milligram per deciliter. Okay, so the creatinine clearance of male can be calculated by using the equation 140 minus age into weight divided by 72 into serum creatinine level. So once again I saying the equation creatinine clearance for male is equal to 140 minus age into weight divided by 72 into serum creatinine level. So here the age is 40 years, weight 80 kilogram and serum creatinine level 0.5. So creatinine clearance will be equal to, we can substitute the values 140 minus 40 into 80 divided by 72 into 0.5. So the answer will be 222. Okay, and if the question, here the question is about a male patient, but in case of female patient, the creatinine clearance values can be calculated by the same equation, which is multiplied with a specific value 0.85. So the equation for female, in case of female, the creatinine clearance is equal to 140 minus age into weight divided by 72 into serum creatinine into 0.85. So in this case the creatinine clearance for male is 222. So if the question were about female, we have to multiply it with 0.85. So 222 into 0.85, that is equal to 188.7. That will be the answer in case of a female. So we have to check the questions whether it is regarding male or female, and we have to substitute the values of age, weight and serum creatinine in the equation. So you have to study or memorize the equations thoroughly. Okay, so here the correct answer is option A, 222. And now 9th question, 15 gram of drug is added in 150 gram of a solvent. Then what is the total concentration of drug in the final mixture? Option A 6.01%, option B 9.10%, option C 10% and option D 15%. So here we are adding 15 gram of drug into 150 gram of solvent. So the final mixture will contain 15 gram drug plus 150 gram solvent. So the total quantity will be 165 gram. Okay, so 15 gram drug will be present in total 165 gram. So X gram drug will be present in 100 gram mixture, because we have to find out that in or the answer in percentage. So here we can see 15 gram in 165 gram. So the percentage of the drug will be 15 divided by 165, and in order to convert into percentage into 100, so the answer will be 15 divided by 165 into 100, that's equal to 9.10%. So here the correct option is option B, 9.10%. Now let's see the last question. How gram of substance X must be added to 2000 gram of 10% substance X solution in order to prepare 25% of substance X solution. Option A 1000 gram, 10,000 gram. Option B 400 gram. Option C 40 gram. Option D 10 gram. And option E 0.4 gram. Okay. So we have to find out the quantity of X which should be added to 2000 gram of 10% of substance X in order to obtain 25% of substance X. So here we have to use one equation. So here we are using the equation M1V1 plus M2V2 is equal to M into V. So M1, it is the quantity of drug in first solution. V1, quantity of drug in V1, the percentage of drug or the volume of drug in or volume of that total compound. For example, X substance. So that will be 100% pure. So 100% of X, and that must be added to M2, that is 2000 gram of 10% substance. So here M2 is 2000 and V2 is 10%. In order to make 25% of substance X solution. So the final mixture means here we are using X gram of substance X. So that X plus we are adding that to 2000 gram. So the final total mass of the final mixture will be X plus 2000 into 25%. So once again M1V1 plus M2V2 is equal to M into V. So here the first mixture, that is the of the pure drug. So we don't know the quantity, we have to find out the quantity of substance X, and so the M1 will be, we can assume it as a term like X, and the V1, the volume or the percentage is, it's pure, so it's 100%. So X into 100%, X gram into 100% plus 2000 gram of 10%, that is the second mixture. So 2000 gram into 10%, that will be equal to 25% of total solution. So the total solution contain drug plus solvent. Okay. So X plus 2000 gram into 25%. So here 100x plus 2000 into 10, that's equal to 20,000. So 100x plus 20,000 is equal to 25 into 2000, that is 50,000, plus 25 into x, that is equal to 25x. Once again 100x plus 20,000 is equal to 50,000 plus 25x. So we can just change the terms, that means we can take together the terms containing x into one side. So 100x minus 25x is equal to 50,000 minus 20,000. 75x is equal to 30,000, and the value of x is equal to 30,000 divided by 75, that is equal to 400 gram. So in this kind of questions we have to use the equation M1V1 plus M2V2 is equal to M into C. Okay, so here the basic principle is that final mixture, it is a add or addition of two mixtures. Okay, so we are adding the pure drug plus 10% of the drug solution. So both these together make 25% of substance X solution. So we have to add the equation M1V1 plus M2V2 is equal to MV. Okay, in some cases the equations may be like M1C1 plus M2C2 is equal to MC. Here also the terms are equally similar. So by substituting the terms we can find out the concentration of drug. Okay, so this is an easy question. By substituting we can find out the answer. Here the option is, correct option is option B, 400 gram. Okay, so one thing I want to say, you have to study this question repeatedly again and again in order to understand it thoroughly. So you have to practice very well or study very well. Okay, so this is all about today's presentation, and I think it was an easy session for you, and this calculation part is a major part in both theory and as well as some objective types of examinations, mainly like this DH and prometric kind of examinations, and also in GPAT also. And these calculations are very simple if you practice well. If you practice the previous questions, that will make you easy to answer all questions very easily, and this will help you to score much more marks than your theory topics. So I hope it was an easy session, and if you have any doubts or suggestion, you can comment it below. Now this is the revision time, so there are some questions for you. Please go through these questions and answer the correct questions in the comment box given below. Okay, so let's see the questions one by one. First question, an elixir contains 0.1 milligram of drug X per ml. How many microgram are there in 1 teaspoon of the elixir? Option A, 0.0005 microgram. Option B, 0.5 microgram. Option C, 500 microgram. Option D, 5 microgram. And option E, 1500 microgram. So I said in first question itself that you have to conscious or aware about the unit that's given in the question and also in answer. Accordingly, you have to find out the answer. The second question, patient with prescription of Captopril 50 milligram per tab with a dose of 100 milligram daily for 4 days, and you only have the 25 milligram tab. How many tablets you will dispense? Option A, 16 tab. Option B, 20 tab. Option C, 8 tab. And option D, 10 tab. So we have seen a similar question before. So accordingly, you have to answer this question also. So this is a revision portion, and you have to answer it and comment the answer in the comment box. Okay. And if there is any doubt, you can comment it and we can discuss it in detail. Now the third question, 10 gram of drug was dissolved in 150 gram of solvent. What is the final concentration? Option A, 5%. Option B, 9.1%. Option C, 12.65%. And option D, 6.25%. Okay, so this is all about the revision questions. I gave only 3 questions. Please go through this question, and if there is any doubt, please comment it in the comment box, and if there is any suggestions also, you can discuss it with me. Okay, so let's see with another video in Pharmacy Made Easy. And thank you so much for watching my channel, and if you like this channel, do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.